Hey, this is Nick from Gotham Sound in New York City and Atlanta. Today we're going to talk about sound for exercise studios. So live, in-person exercise. Exercise is meant to be hard on the body, make you stronger. When exercise is hard on your wireless equipment, it makes it break. So we put together a couple of different wireless packages to give you examples about how to upgrade your system to something more robust and more waterproof. So I'll start to take you through that, and then I'll give you a couple of different tricks along the way to help maintain your wireless equipment that you may have already. So let's dive in. One of the most important things is to have a great quality headset. Not just durable, but good sounding, and a headset specifically because the microphone will follow you around. It'll be close to your mouth, and if you're doing live sound with speakers, if you have like a little lavalier down here, you're gonna get feedback. So you really wanna have a headset. So we like this Voice Technologies VT720W. The W is for waterproof. So waterproof meaning like I can literally take the element, dunk it in here. If it's waterproof, that means it's sweat-proof. And so you can sweat all over it, wipe it off, and it's going to be fine. The other nice thing about this is it's a nice robust cable, so you can really jerk on the cable. And then we've modified this one to have a waterproof connector. So this is a waterproof 3-pin LEMO. So this blue boot here is going to prevent water from getting into this connector and potentially ruining your wireless system. The other thing we've done, and this is kind of a best practice thing, is I'm using a Cable Techniques cable saver over here. And this just gives you a little bit of extra strain relief because most of the time when you break something, it's at the pinch point. It's right at the connector. So if you give it a little bit of extra pull there, other things I've seen is like just take a little bit of, wrap it around twice, put a little cable tie there, nice and loose so that when it gets pulled, it just closes one of the loops. It's not actually pulling on the transmitter itself. So the difference between all three of these wireless kits, because all the kits include this Voice Tech mic, are the wireless systems themselves. So each kit includes 2 transmitters, 2 headsets, so you always have a backup. Or if you are doing a tandem class or something like that, you can have 2 people talking at the same time. But really you want to have 2 because even the most robust thing could break or could wear out, or you might forget to change the batteries. You just want to be able to plug in a new one first. All of these systems are UHF, so that means they operate on the same principles as TV, right? So TV stations broadcast far. So this is professional. This is an upgrade over Bluetooth, which operates in 2.4 gigahertz, which is Wi-Fi. And if you've ever noticed, like, Bluetooth doesn't go that far. If you've got your speaker across the room, you walk across the other side of the room, Bluetooth is probably going to cut out. It's also because there's so much stuff in 2.4 in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, there can be a lot of interference, which can decrease range. So this UHF stuff, it goes pretty far. Like you could get across a football field if you needed to. Hopefully your exercise studio is not that big, but hey, if it is, you can reach a lot of people that way. So the big difference between each kit are the wireless systems. So I'll start with the high-end one, that's the Lectrosonics one, starts at about $13,000. And what makes this one really special is that this transmitter, the DSSM, is 100% waterproof. So we can turn it on, hold for RF, and we can see everything's happy. We see we've got lights going and all that stuff, and you can see the mic is still working. And I can grab that same glass of water, dunk it in, and there's literally no problem. So same thing, you can see the lights moving. That means that no water is getting in there. If it's submerged, nothing's going to get in there for sweat. The other thing that makes this really unique and special is since you don't have to cover it with anything else, it's got a rechargeable battery on the inside, so you can literally just wipe it off, turn it off, and plop it in a charger. So when you're done, wipe it off, charger, done. Makes it nice and simple. If you've got a lot of different exercise instructors, you don't want to be messing around with batteries. Honestly, when you change batteries, that's when problems can happen, right? If you don't wipe it off enough and water gets inside, that's when corrosion can start to happen inside, and that's when stuff breaks. So the next one we have is the DPA N-Series. Sounds great, looks great. It's a little bit bigger, like you can see between the 3 different versions. As we get more expensive, it gets smaller and smaller. So the Lectrosonics one is the smallest, the DPA one is medium, and then the Shure one, which we'll get to in a minute, is the biggest. This one sounds great. Since this is not fully waterproof, to make it really like durable and hold up to that, you want to use something like an AquaPac. So this is a consumer thing. You can get this on Amazon, you can get it online, you can get it from Gotham Sound, and it's designed to hold a cell phone, a camera, if you're going out on a boat or on a rafting trip or something like that, or it can hold your wireless microphone in an exercise class. So what you would do with this is you just open up these snaps, and this gives you access to the pouch. I'll slide the Lectrosonics one in there just because it's the one we have available. And you want to make sure it slides all the way in and that the antenna is straight up and down. You don't want to bend the antenna. When you bend the antenna, it decreases your range. And then you make sure the cable comes right through the middle. There's a little cable path there. And then you close the snaps up, 1 and 2, and boom, now you're waterproof. So now you could submerge this. I don't recommend it, but you're going to have a lot more wireless protection from water inside this pouch. So you can do that with the DPA. This is brand new, by the way. This just came out. Like this one's not even available officially yet, but it's really nice. It sounds great. So the DPA system starts at about $6,000. And then we've got our Shure system. Shure makes so many different things. It's amazing. Their SLXD, full digital, sounds really good. Slightly less frequency options, but still sounds great. This one is an incredible value at about $2,600. So you can really get a great sounding wireless system based around the Shure SLXD. It's a little bit bigger. You can get rechargeable batteries and drop it in, but again, you're going to need to wrap it in something like the AquaPac, or if you're on a budget or you can't get an AquaPac in time, if you want to be safe, you can literally practice safe sound with one of waterproof sheaths. This is just a Gotham Sound branded non-lubricated condom. We've been using these for time eternal to help make things water resistant, right? So not waterproof, but in those rain scenes that you see on set, like you can't always hide something like this on an actor. So you would just take one of these waterproof sheaths, condoms, roll it over the top, make sure, again, you're leaving the antenna exposed, not bent over, and just seal it with a little bit of tape. And that will give you a huge amount of water resistance for your microphones. So those are the kits that we have: Lectrosonics, DPA, Shure. So we know that you are an exercise professional, whether you own your own studio or you teach classes, and being a master of wireless microphones or sound is maybe not inside your purview. So, we're here to help. So whether or not you're looking to upgrade your wireless, or you're looking to get better sound quality for your music, or whether you've got a neighbor that is complaining about the bass coming through the wall, like, we're here to help with that. We've seen a lot of different things. So if there's anything here that you're interested in, or you want to talk to somebody about potential best practices, please give us a call. Our number's on the website, the link's below, and you can always email us at info@gothamsound.com with any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.